Hello and welcome to What's Map for Cities Skylines, your one-stop shop for everything workshop. There are thousands of items on the workshop now, so finding the right one for your next city build is a huge task. So each day, Monday to Saturday, we'll review some using our 5-star rating and the coveted seal of approval. So join me, fellow Skylines explorers, as we venture out to today's new land. Who am I? I'm BonBonB, and you are very, very welcome.
Come here now, girl.
Hello and welcome to What's Map, your one-stop shop for everything workshop. BonBon here, how you doing? Right, it's Wednesday, and Wednesday is the day where I get to pick something from the near the top of the charts, and this one stands out. Not just in the map itself, but in the creator, because the creator we've already done this year once before, back in What's Map 277, where we did Fedrin Eulora Archipelago. Apologise if I get that wrong in pronunciation. Got 14 stars, and if anything, it is the standout map of the year so far. Now, if they're capable of doing Fedrin, then they're capable of doing something special. This one is very special also. However, it is also a little bit controversial. Well, in my mind, at least. Tell you what, let's get on and review it, and then you tell me at the end if you agree with my opinion. It's the Crimson Cordilleras by Sodric, and what a great redded, oh, it's almost like a blood-strewn thumbnail. There is your start square with just a hint of a highway going into the start there. Your resources are very, yep, that's what they are. And then we'll have a look at what we need for the workshop, and there's quite a few dependencies. Not the world's longest list, but still a few. The theme and LUT today, the theme is Frostic Fall by Kanya, and we're using the Relight Warm LUT, which, gotta tell you, it works a treat. Really nicely done. Plenty to read up on if you like that sort of thing as well. But let's go and have a look at the map. Now, the map is stunning. We're going to start off just by looking at the roads and the rail, as we always do at the start, and we'll look at the awe-inspiring beauty of the map after the interval. But the roads are, well, I mean, spot on, as you'd expect, as you would very much expect. Now, the rail, we'll have a look at the rail here. It's very much a fantasy map, so I'm going to let a few minor things go that I'd normally have a big grumble about. Like the slope on the rail coming up onto this bridge. It's not steep, is it? But it's too much for a realistic map. But this isn't a realistic map, so I'm going to let it go, okay? We come down here and have a look at the tunnels. All the tunnels are lovely and pristine. You get down, you can see right into them. There's nothing blocking anything, and all the tunnels on this, I'm not going to look into all of them. Anyway, this one pops out. This one pops out around here somewhere. There it is. And just dead ends right there. So that's one possible route to start your city, but it's not the start square. We come back to the main route again. We'll take a left here, and we'll follow the route along a bit further. Let's say the standards in this map are out freaking standing. Little bit of blue glitching, but that's because we're right down on top of it. That's camera positioning rather than actual game glitching. Right, now down here we've got little viewing points that's been tapered off. We'll follow that route instead. Little viewing point across here, and you can get a nice little look over the valley, and look at the mountains. Just look at the mountains. Back up here, and then we rejoin the highway. Rejoin the highway up the hill, and we see some bridges up ahead, and we are going to be taking those bridges. We will be taking the bridges and going into the main part of the island, of course. This is the only set of highway entrances to the actual map itself. It could cause a bit of a traffic flow problem. Impossible, I guess. Depends how big a city you want to do. I get a feeling this is a map where you won't... Oh, also, more slopes for the rail here to deal with. Not too bad. Just bordering on what is allowable for fantasy map, of course. So yes, I was saying, in terms of the amount of traffic flow, half of it's going to come in over this bridge, half of it's going to go in through the tunnels I showed you on the other side. Let's go and find where this one pops out. And so yeah, these are your two entrances, plus your rail entrance as well. But I don't feel that this is the sort of map where you'll be building a huge city. There's plenty of build space, but I think this, oh look, a little bit glitchy pointiness there, a little bit. I am going to let that go as the one error. As long as there's nothing else bad like that, I'll be very happy. Okay, so yes, everything about this map just screams you've got to build something beautiful here. Okay, little bit of detailing there. Come out into the main build plane. Loads of main build plane here. Loads of it. And then yes, this intersection. This is your start square intersection. We'll head off away from the start square first of all, down here, and you can start building down there as well, of course. And if we go back the other way, we'll put our nose into the start square and then prepare for the asset review, which is slightly less beautiful, if I'm honest with you, but possibly more useful. It's a Decal Gravel V1 by Skibbeth YT, or Skibbeth YouTube. Skib, he's got a great YouTube channel. If you don't already subscribe to him, I recommend that you search him up. He should be easy to find under the word Skibbeth. Come on, can't be that hard. How many Skibbeths do you know? Yeah, we've got Decal, and of course you can use them on their own, patch things up, use them as little plaster decorations, all that sort of stuff. You can pop them together and make a larger area. This is full pushed together. I've done nothing very clever with this little video at all, apart from show you the fact that we've got some very nice gravelly decals by Skibbeth YT. So that concludes that concludes today's slightly boring but very useful asset review for the day. Decal Gravel V1 by Skibbeth YT. What a lovely thing. And off to Themington Island, where we'll have a look at the theme Ping by The Ping with Satellite LUT. This is a really nice theme and LUT combo, I've got to say. Picked a good one this week, didn't I, boys and girls? Didn't I? Okay, not responsible for making them, so I can't take high praise. Okay, where are we? Factoids. The only foreign monarch to appear on an English coin is Philip I of Spain, who appeared with his wife, Mary I. The Queen Christina of Sweden kept a tiny cannon. She kept a tiny weeny cannon. Queen Christina. What do you think she used the cannon for? Any ideas? Yeah, I'll have to tell you, won't I? Well, she fired the cannon at fleas. Now, I don't have any note here of how successful she was with her target practice. I suspect not very. Good old Queen Christina, the world's greatest cannon exponent when it comes to firing at fleas. Okay, let's go back to the Crimson Cordilleras. There is no shipping route. There are no air routes. So you are entirely reliant on that road and rail network that's been placed in there. Water flow is fine. There is movement. It's going down rivers, and the rivers are following the gravity. It's basically been well thought out, and it just flows and flows and flows until it goes off the edge of the map, which will happen eventually down here somewhere. There, that'll do. Okay, now let's have a look at some of this. This is all going to be oohs and ahs, right? Ready? I'll tell you. I saw this and I thought, ooh, look at that. Is that my thumbnail? I could come back and do the thumbnail. Let's have a look at the waterfall from the other direction. It's as good, isn't it? It's as good. You can look at it from either direction, equally good. And then when you come down here, you go, oh, look. Oh, there's a lot of this going to go on here. It is a very, very beautiful map. More waterfalls that way and up that way. So let's go down the rapids here, past this little island in the middle, and there's an island here as well. And this island has a structure on it. It's a castle. Ooh, it's a castle. do like a castle, and it's well done as well. I love it. A little obelisk down here. Now, I said controversial earlier. I'm going to stop oohing and ahhing and pointing things out. You'll see these things for yourself because you're as clever as I am. Now, this particular map, it's got a lot of detail. It's got a lot of trees, and it's got a lot of castles, including what's going on up here. Now, I've never had a frame rate dropout, not while doing WhatsMap. Never had a frame rate dropout until right now. And if you see the quality of the the footage has dropped and it's a bit jerky, possibly, I can't tell for sure at the moment until I render this thing, but I reckon it's a little bit jerky. Yes, that's because frame rate dropout. I've never had it before, and it's beautiful, absolutely beautiful. Look down there, loads of castle ruins all the way along the ground as well. So yes, I would want to keep all of this if I was doing a city build here, but then you've got to get rid of a chunk of it to be able to build your city. There is a problem. Now, unlike Icanya's maps, where most of the problem is, oh, I've got to get rid of loads of pretty trees. Well, you've got to get rid of loads of pretty castles here. And possibly just to pump your frame rate up, possibly. It's a beautiful thing. It is a very beautiful thing. But I don't see where you can build. If you can easily use move it to remove all of this, just set it to buildings only or whatever, and just sweep it all away and work with a blank canvas. You could, but then that takes away the magic of the map. The map's magic will have gone. So I'm in a bit of a quandary today. So bear with me when we get to the ratings, because I think with the ratings, I'm going to surprise you. Maybe. Right, okay, I'm going to take this little look here. Aesthetically, I cannot see how any map can be more beautiful than this. It gets 5 stars. For detailing, the only thing that I can find that I don't like about it is there was that tiny little glitch, little spike just before the tunnels. Well, I always let one tiny little glitch go, so 5 stars for detail. For gameplay potential, I think there's plenty you can do here if you decide to get rid of all the castles, if you wish to. And so you'd have to do that first. I'm going to give it 4 for gameplay potential, because once those castles are gone, loads of potential. Crimson Cordilleras by Sodric, 5, 5 and 4. I am, however, sit down guys, I'm going to withhold the seal of approval. It's a beautiful thing. I love it. I want to keep it. I want to wander around it. I want more RAM for it. But I can't approve it for being a map for building on. Not as it is. It's just too much. It's just too much. How dare you, Sodric? You've ruined my day by producing something perfect. Oh no. Well, thanks for watching, commenting, liking and subscribing. Stick your thoughts in the comments below. Tell me if I'm wrong. Please tell me if I'm wrong. I don't mind being wrong, but I'm right. I'm always right. Anyway, have a great day. I'll see you very, very soon for more What Map. Have a great day.